Hi there, welcome back. So on our last lecture we have downloaded, installed and configured PyCharm, and in this lecture we're gonna set up our Visual Studio Code editor so that we can write Python program on that editor. So in order to download VS Code, we need to log into code.visualstudio.com, and you're going to see a page like that, and over here that says download for Windows. If you click on this flyout menu, then you'll see that they have VS Code for Mac OS and Linux as well. So please download it based on your operating system, and I'm not gonna walk you through the installation process because it's very simple and self-explanatory. So I'm pretty sure that you should be able to install it in your system. Alright, now I'm gonna minimize it and back to my desktop, and I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna create a new folder, and I'm gonna name it CMS, and now I'm gonna open VS Code, and now I'm gonna import my folder in my code editor. So for that I'm gonna click on File, Open Folder, and I'm gonna select my folder called CMS and click on Select Folder, and Visual Studio will import that folder, and this is my folder. And now I'm gonna click over here because we don't have anything in regards to Python, meaning that we cannot right now write Python on VS Code, but with the help of some third-party plugin we can transform this code editor to behave like an IDE. So in order for that to happen, we're going to click over here that says extensions. Like if you want to find out more information about these icons, all you have to do is to hover and it will tell you what they do, and they are pretty self-explanatory. And now I'm gonna click here and I can search for any plugin I want and install it in my system, and I'm gonna type Python, and as you can see that this is one of the most popular extension in VS Code, and it has been downloaded more than 22 million times. So I'm just gonna click over here that say install. You can click here or here as well. So I'm just gonna click install and it's gonna install, and let me tell you right off the bat that it's gonna take some time to install this extension because it is fairly a large file, so gonna take some time. So I'm just gonna pause and return back when it's done installing. And now we are done installing this extension. Now we need a few more Python related extension that we have to download, and next one is pip8. So if you just type PEP, I'm sorry, not, it's actually auto pip8, and this is the one I am talking about, Python auto pip8. We need that, so let's install it. It's gonna complete the installation within a blink of an eye, considering the fact that it's a small extension. And what else do we need? So that's pretty much it for now. So let's go to our working folder and let's right click and create a new file and name it test.py. Hit enter, and let's create a variable equals double quote hello world, and we're gonna bring in our print function, and we simply gonna pass our variable. Okay, and now if I try to run it, click over here, you see this icon, play icon. You can click there to run this code. Also you can right click and select run Python file in terminal, so do that and it will print out hello world. Now we need to get ourselves familiar with another concept, which is creating a virtual environment. So what is a virtual environment and why do you need it? So virtual environment simply means that you create a project and you install any plugin or dependency for that particular project. So you put all of your plugin and dependencies in one folder for that particular project. For example, let's say I am building a mobile application using Python, so I will download all the required files and dependencies that's going to help me write mobile application, but I don't need all those extensions and plugins and dependencies, let's say writing a Django application. So to solve this issue, we need to separate our dependencies, and the way we do it is to create virtual environments. So each project will have one virtual environment, and each virtual environment will have the plugins and dependencies for that particular project. And another reason is, let's say you have developed a lot of Django application, Django 1 application, then what if you wanna upgrade to Django 2? Now when you upgrade to Django 2, then all of your older Django 1 application will break because you have installed Django 1 on global scope. We don't want to do it. We want to install on local scope. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to show you how to go ahead with creating virtual environment. So I'm just gonna type CLS to clear my command prompt, and I'm gonna expand my terminal so that you can see my terminal a little better. So now if I type pip list and hit enter, then it's going to take some time and it will display all the packages, dependencies I have downloaded this far. As you can see that I have downloaded Django, I have downloaded Kivia and all that, and I do not need all these dependencies for each project. I don't need that. So that is why we need to initiate, we need to activate, we need to implement virtual environment. So my project will have all the required plugins and dependencies. We don't need anything extra. Alright, so now I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna type CLS, hit enter, and it will clear my terminal window. Alright, so now we need to create virtual environment. So the way you would do it is by this. You type Python space dash m space VENV, and then you would want to name the VENV. So I usually name my virtual environment VENV. It's just a common convention. And now I'm gonna hit enter. So now I have created this and it has some files and folders, as you can see. Now I have to activate it. I am not on my virtual environment yet. I have created it, but it has not been activated yet. So let me give you a demonstration. Now if I type pip list and hit enter, then you'll see that we still have all the globally installed packages, meaning that we are not in virtual environment yet. So we need to activate it. So I'm going to CLS and clear my command prompt. So now I'm going to type VENV, then backslash, then scripts backslash activate.bat, and hit enter, and there you have it. You see, you can see now VENV. And now if you just type what was the name of our file, test, test, test.py, and hit enter, and there we have our hello world. And now I'm going to show you that we are on the virtual environment. It's very easy to figure out. All you have to do is to type pip list and hit enter, and there we have it. As you can see that we are working on the virtual environment now, and we do not have anything installed there yet. So all of our previous packages that we got to see before installing and activating virtual environment is no longer visible. So this is how you create and activate virtual environment in Windows environment using VS Code. So that's pretty much it for now as far as installing, configuring and setting up Visual Studio Code Editor is concerned. For writing Python code, it's completed, and now we are ready to use VS Code Editor to write Python. So I hope this has been informative. See you in the next lecture. Thanks, bye.